Hello everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play on Farming Simulator 25. We're just about ready to get to the farmer's market and sell the pallets that we have made for today. Awesome, there's a quick $18,500 in there. We'll head back to the farm and then kind of plan out what we need to do today. Last episode was pretty nice because we ended up making enough money to get the sawmill, which we needed because I think that gives us another revenue stream for our farm, which is one step closer to being self-sufficient. Now that we have that, we got basically pallets coming in, hopefully every month from the sawmill, but we'll see. I think it's every other month. But we have pallets from the sawmill, pallets from our greenhouse, and pallets from our mushroom greenhouse that should be pulling in some cash for us. The next thing we need to focus on, I believe, is starting to save up some money and buying a new plot of land. Not exactly sure where I want to probably should have parked better with that. Whoops, I guess I hit a bush. That's got a pretty powerful collision field there. I am planning on clearing out all the trees on this little cliff above our farm here, and eventually I want to put some goats up here. But this is going to be a pretty long process, not cutting everything down and pulling it down, but more just actually going through the wood and being able to use it. This tree still hasn't been absorbed yet. It's got some room. Let's see if I can... Yeah, it doesn't even want to take the branch. Oh well, it'll go in there eventually. So the agenda for today. Well, I think first things first, while we're figuring out what to do, I'm going to put a worker on a contract so that they can make some money in the background. And I believe these cultivating contracts right here is really good money, so at least we'll make something for the day. I'll go ahead and borrow the items. I'm not sure if we can do both of them today, but we'll see. We'll take one at a time. You know, I don't know if we actually need the front weight on here, but I'm a sucker for it's here, so why not just use it? That type of mentality. I don't know if it actually makes a difference or not. Let me see where we're supposed to go. 7, and we'll take the shortcut across the fields, or next to the fields, I should say. Nice little tractor there, pretty fast and powerful. It would be nice to get more equipment, but we don't really have anything to use it on. So I think I'll focus on getting equipment as we need it. But I think our next stage of development for the farm is to try to get a little more land so we can do some more on it. I know it's going to take me a while to clear all those trees and then get the goats. But before I do that, I'll still need to pick up a baler so I can make some grass bales or hay bales. I'll also need to have enough money to actually build the goat pen. That's really about it, I guess. But to make grass, I don't have anywhere to cut it, so I'm going to need a field that I can even just plant grass on. this is our first collectible for the day. I'm hearing a lot of walking, but I don't see anybody walking. Interesting. Next one's going to be up the road here. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do today. I don't want to do an entire video on nothing but contracts because, well, it's not terribly exciting, is it? I'm hoping to finally get past that and start having enough to do on our own land that, you know, keeps me busy with maybe a couple contracts in the background on workers. But I think we're still a couple episodes away from being able to do that. Alright, we're heading underneath this bridge, which is right next to the store. The store is right over there down the road, and this is the little bridge right next to it. And here we go. So that's our 2 collectibles for the day. Let's check the store and see if there's any new sales. Nothing yet. I think this is the only new item up, which is nice because I don't have to cultivate. It's a direct drill, which is great, but still 40,000 and we don't really need it yet. And not to mention how strong 240 horsepower tractor. Oh, we don't have that either. I'm gonna be sad because this is a great deal, but I don't really have the money for it. I think we really should save up for land first. As far as which land we should get, you know, I'm debating a couple different things. Plot number 32 I think is pretty good. It's a pretty big plot. It's right next to the rest of our farm, so it's easily accessible. And since it abuts up to 31 by quite a bit, I can extend it a little bit and get a little bit more bang for our buck there, which I think would be good. That is 122,000 though. We're halfway there, so I mean, we should be pretty close by this episode, if not this episode, the next. Ideally, not right now, but down the road, I would like to get 29. It comes with a lot of trees, and there's a clearing up in those trees where eventually I'd like to build one of the bigger sawmills. So that way we can clear that out and then honestly probably just keep replanting trees there and just keep feeding that sawmill. But that's down the road a ways. Our own farm here, where it goes up against the road, that's where I want to put the goats. So we'll need to cut all those trees down and feed it into our sawmill eventually as well. But like I said, it's going to take a while. So the next one I was thinking about was possibly 25. That's a smaller field. It's still adjacent to one of ours, so it's nice and close. But it's only 113. But I think I'd almost rather save up for 32 because it's not that much more expensive and I think it's a little more convenient. So I think we'll do that. Not much else to do on our farm at the moment. We took the pallets out, sold them already. The sawmill is waiting to produce pallets and use up some of that wood so it can absorb that tree before we need to bring another one to it. So I'm not really sure what we should do besides some more contracts. It'll be another contract heavy day, but it's been like that pretty much the whole, you know, first 3 episodes. Why not for the 4th? It's a baling one. I've already done one of those. It's hard to say no though. I mean, you know, the payday is pretty nice on this. So I want to continue doing it because the faster I knock them out, the more money we can actually have and the faster we can expand the farm and start becoming self-sufficient enough that I don't need to rely on contracts anymore. The only other thing I could do is start fast forwarding through the months and progress to stuff where there's more to do, but I don't really want to do that. I'd rather just kind of play 1 episode per month. And if I have to do contracts that month, I'd rather just do that. There's some harvesting ones here. These are all the root vegetables. And to be honest, I think it's just a nightmare from watching other people's videos of dealing with it. There's just no easy way to harvest and, you know, do anything. I think this one would work because it's got the harvester's got decent enough storage for it. It's only $3,000. Like if I'm gonna do a contract, I might as well do something that pays a little bit more. Deadwood's really simple if you're just gonna chop the trees down and not bother bringing them back to the sawmill. There's no need for us to do that yet because I still have plenty of trees on my own land I need to get rid of. Well, I'll start with this baling one first. And most likely, I'm just going to do some jump cuts as I start and end. I just think it would be too boring to watch me do contracts all episode long. We'll hop in there, we'll start, and then I'll do some time lapses as well if the field isn't too big. I feel like the last update the game did, I don't know if it's true or not, but I really do feel like the AI for the cars changed a little bit. Almost like they're more aggressive. Whereas when the game first came out, it felt like the cars would not, would stop more at a light or a corner. If they saw you going, they would give you more room. Now they're just like more aggressive trying to get from point A to point B. All right, we're almost up to the field. Pretty decent sized field. I'll go ahead and knock this out and I'll see you at the end of it. All right, welcome back. We're just about ready to finish up this baling contract. It took a lot longer than I thought it would. I couldn't get the driver's assist to work properly to give me the proper lines. Not that you can use it anyway, but it's nice to at least be able to use, the auto drive. All right, we finished up. Let's go ahead and complete this. We'll take a $17,000 payday from that. Awesome. The cultivator job is 68% of the way through. Let's head over there and see how it's doing. As I go through every single vehicle first. Oh, it looks like it's going to be on the headlands pretty soon. It's always interesting to me because the AI always starts with the center first and finishes the headlands last, which is great because realistically then there's no tire tracks. But since it's a contract, they don't damage the field anyway, so you can't leave tire tracks on their field. So this should be pretty close to being done soon. Let's see what some other options are. Some more baling, which I'd rather not do. Pays well, but it's not exactly the most fun. Fertilizing. From my understanding of this, for carrots and parsnips, the harvester is going to cruise along, and you got to hop in the tractor and pull the trailer right next to it as it's harvesting so that it can automatically offload into the trailer. And the few times I've seen videos of that, it just looks horrible. No one's been happy doing it. I don't really want to force myself to that kind of torture as well. There's some plowing, maybe, but I'll probably do plowing when I do my own field. Some spraying. Both of these are relatively close to the store. I don't know if I've driven this big truck yet. Let's do this one. We'll get to check that out and see what it's like. If it doesn't use all the herbicide and there's still some left, maybe I can take the other one as well. We'll have to see. Let me check it out. So that's field 4 if I remember right. Yeah, does it say 13 acres? And the other spraying, now there's another one, is 9 acres. So as long as we have 2,000 liters left, we can do the other one. If not, I can just buy another pallet of herbicide and do it anyway, but I do enjoy not having to waste my own money for, the refillables for these contracts. This one should be pretty quick. It is a big field and it's kind of awkwardly shaped, but this looks like a pretty big working with. Alright, I'll knock this out really quickly into a time lapse probably. See you when I get back, or just before we get done, I should say. Alright, welcome back. We're just about ready to finish this one up. Or I should say, it looks like I already finished it and I wasn't paying attention. Oops. I was wasting wasting the sprayer. Well, we still have just a little bit over 2,000 liters in the tank, so we can grab that other one real quick, number 37, and we'll just use this equipment here. It's pretty fast. It's really nice to have equipment this big. It really knocks out a field quickly. Cultivation contract is almost done, and I'll have it the worker hop onto another one as well. It's not terribly exciting to watch all these contracts being done, but it does pay well, and it should give me enough money this episode to buy that piece of land. So it's definitely worthwhile doing. They haven't planted anything here. This is where I harvested the sorghum. I don't understand why I'm here spraying right now. That makes no sense, right? So does the AI just give random assignments to fields, and so go do this on this field even if it really shouldn't be done or it doesn't need to be done? That's interesting. All right, we're gonna throw an AI worker onto this one here. That should be fine. And we'll head over to the cultivating tractor. That's just about done. We'll go ahead and take over and finish it up real quick. Nice, that's done. I always wonder, if you don't finish this field, will it plant in the part that you didn't finish, or will the computer just automatically recultivate the entire field anyway? Things that make you go, Alright, so I know there was another cultivating one. Now there's more. So I think I was on field 12. 41 is up there. 13 is right across the way, so 13 it will be. And we'll use the same one we currently have, so we just won't turn this in yet. I guess I wasn't on field 12. Oops. Take a little shortcut. Yeah, this is field 12 right there. Let's knock this out. just finished an entire day of contract work, but we made some pretty good money. So I think it's time to buy that field. But before we get it, I really should check to see if there's anything planted in it. Let's see what we have here. Well, we have a ton of weeds and nothing planted at all. So the big question, well, I mean, it's nice because there's nothing in it, so they can't plant something I can't harvest. But it would have been nice if something in there was planted that could have harvested. Let's check the calendar and see what can be planted. Well, we'll be able to plant some stuff in spring, but I'm not really sure what we can put in there. We have canola in our 2 fields here, and we've missed the planting season for anything else. And I think you can't plant sorghum with a regular planter anymore, or seeder. I think you need a planter. Oats. So we might be able to plant oats if nothing else. Okay, cool. Let's buy it. And there goes all our money. That's all right. We're expanding. I think this is our first actual farm expansion. It's a pretty good spot to leave off for the episode. Let's see if anything's been made since we were gone. Got a pallet of lettuce. We'll get 3 more by tomorrow or the next episode. Hey, we have a pallet of regular planks. That's awesome. And there's another pallet of mushrooms. Cool, not bad. Let's see how we did for today. We needed a ton of money when we started, so we spent $122,000 plus production cost of $105. Like I said, I don't feel bad. More money's coming in the more we produce. We sold products for $18,500, which is great. It's pretty much $5,000 more than we did last episode and significantly more than the second. We made $88,000 in contracts. That contract income is what's been keeping us afloat. Otherwise, it would just be almost nothing if we weren't doing it. We spent $777 on worker fees, and we found 2 collectibles for $20. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Hey, we actually have a profit of $3,000. That's good. Next episode, we're going to have to get in there and work that field, expand it, cultivate it, and prepare it for the spring. While I'm cultivating, I should probably cultivate the rice ones as well, because rice is when? Rice is also spring, so spring will be busy. That's good. It'll give me something to do in my own land. March, we can seed that field, and then April, we can do the rice. That's pretty cool. I'm thinking we'll have enough rice pallets, I hope, by April. I think we will. This is plenty. I might have to move some off to the side so more pallets have room to spawn, or I think they can spawn after I take it out. Hopefully the sawmill is just going to keep grinding these trees away. I think what I might do is just chop this tree up into pieces, so maybe it might be easier to absorb some of it. Look at that, it absorbed the branch. Weird. Kind of cool. Got some stuff in there. I'm gonna push them in just a little bit. Awesome. One less tree. Alright, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.